Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. A lot is happening in Nigeria. Insecurity is one of the setbacks Nigerians are suffering. Poverty is at its peak. Ethnic bigotry is something else. And right now, politicians are beginning to come in, they're beginning to wage in. And one of the major points of view, one of the bone of contention is the agitation for Biafra and agitation for the Oduduwa Republic. And they're speaking very strongly. In fact, some of the northern governors are beginning to wade into the matter. Before we go to the newspaper to find out what they're saying, honestly, right now, IPOB is already giving their standpoint over the Ghost Monday, and the federal government is giving their standpoint over the insecurity and the agitation for Biafra. A lot is happening, and this time around, the northern governors have decided to speak up concerning this once and for all. Before we go to the newspaper, like it, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje has called for a halt to the demand for the breakup of Nigeria into different autonomous nations. Governor Ganduje made a call on Thursday while presenting a paper sustaining a united and indivisible Nigeria, a myth or a reality. At the second quarter public lecture series of the All Progressive Congress APC press corps held at Sheraton Towers hotels in Abuja, Governor Ganduje, who bemoaned the growing agitation, cautioned that Nigeria would not survive another civil war. He identified independent people of Biafra, that's indigenous people of Biafra, I guess, IPOB, and certain groups agitating for the independent Oduduwa Republic, and called on the government to put an end to their activities. How would they do that? Let's continue. Governor Ganduje claimed that no section of the country has the right under the constitution to seek an independent nation. For real? He said under the Nigerian constitution, no part of Nigeria has the power to form its own independent government or secede from the country. In fact, the word secede does not appear in the constitution, Nigerian constitution. The nearest answer to this is found in Article 2 of the constitution, which states that Nigeria is one indivisible and insoluble sovereign state to be known by the name of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This means the only way to legally grant such an option is through an amendment to the law. Agitators will be required to follow established guidelines while protecting the sovereignty of the nation state. While he asked the federal government to open dialogue with those in the vanguard of balkanization of the country, Governor Ganduje equally called on his colleagues holding elective offices to be more alive to their responsibilities by providing good governance. He noted that at the heart of the agitation by Nigerians is the growing discontent against poor governance. Let me repeat here that Nigeria is a united and indivisible country. I am quoting him now. Our constitution has taken care of that. I don't see secession as the way out of the current challenges afflicting the nation. Instead, advocates of secession should have a change of heart, and I recommend dialogue as a crucial option for addressing their problems. Besides, there is National Assembly where some of the grievances can be addressed, because dialogue is a far better alternative that costs less than the consequences of the wedge that has been erected to frustrate more flow of conversations between the government and citizens to arrive at a national consensus. And the sooner we face issues such as the huge infrastructural deficit, our shrinking oil revenue, looming food insecurity as a consequence of insecurity in agricultural zones, the better. Seriously, we need to focus on diversification of the economy, out of schools children's shame, rebuilding of our tertiary institutions to boost knowledge development for 21st century challenges, and other sustainable goals for this great country. Instead of applying energies on self-determination agitations that will only diminish us as a people. In the main, those who manage public information for our great party should note all these points as we interact to reposition our party for future challenges, because information is power to the people who should be well informed to be able to make remarkable decisions and choices. Yes, information is power to the people. Well, President Muhammad Buhari Friday at State House Abuja urge some groups to come on. Okay, all right, but let's look at this very critical. I think those are side information. Let's look at what Governor Ganduje has said. He said that Nigeria is one indivisible state because of the constitution. That for Nigeria to be for Nigeria to divide, to be to divide to various nations, that's to first amend the constitution. And but right now there's constitutional amendment, but it's talking about dialogue. Okay, let's ration this out. Let's reason this out. Let's brainstorm. Why are the people agitated? What was the gap, or what is still the gap that is still causing not just a fraction of the country but several fractions? Oduduwa Republic, some persons are southwest insisting that they want to have Oduduwa nation. At some point, I even heard at some point when they say Nigeria Delta Republic is about to come up, we heard about Biafra. Even at some point, we even heard that Middle Belt too is thinking of coming up, because the level of insecurity is mind-boggling. Level of insecurity is eating the every. Is there no day in Nigeria that we don't get to hear one insecurity issue or the other? It's frightening. No one wants to wake up. No one wants to hand over their next generation to a country that not even sure of its security level. Nigerians have screamed, they have talked, they have protested. It looks as if what we get is lip service. There's really no practical change. And people are trying to take their destiny into their hands. So look, maybe Nigeria is too big to be governed. But if you say that, what happens to China? What happens to United States of America? What happens to United Kingdom? These countries are huge. They have massive population. They have human resources. What even happened to UAE? Though they're not as big as Nigeria, but at least they have, each state seem to be generating its revenue. That makes it a place, a destination for tourists. Can't we have same? Is there any day we don't get to get information? Now, if people complain about insecurity and complain about a particular tribe concerning insecurity, don't you think it's wise the government look into it? Don't you think the law should be for everyone, every tribe? That way there will be that that belonging to a state, feeling that that easy, that this is my home, and not feeling like a second class citizen in your home. No right thinking person wants to stay in a country where they feel that they are third class citizens. Hence, especially if they're equal stakeholders, they want out. If it's a partnership thing, then everybody should live like partners, not slave master relationship. I guess that's one of the reasons why they're agitating. And except these things are corrected, if you keep saying that Nigeria is one indivisible country, most of these guys will not listen to you. If other countries can't divide, then they will tell you Nigeria too can be divided. So if you're thinking of dialogue, let's look at this, brainstorm with an open mind, and that way we can honestly move Nigeria, to a greater height. Restructuring, of course, but I do not know if the government will listen. But if they can't listen, then by all means, we will weather this.